Welcome one and all, and thank you for joining us again in our adventures in Jot Narok. When last we left the party, they had just defeated a Death Knight, who wasn't trying as hard as he could have, but was still trying. Unfortunately, 2 of the party fell in combat, and were unable to be raised before they failed their death saving throws, and we seem to have lost Fernando and Cikka. They're not here right now. They're right over there, but they will come on a little bit later. So.
But wait, sorry. At this point, I just gave the potion.
I'm gonna say, Rita, the first thing you see as you open your eyes is a puffy-eyed Ellie, whose face is wet but clear of tears, but you can clearly see that she's not happy.
What's wrong?
Look around.
Right now, all you're seeing is because you're on the floor and you're behind one of the sarcophaguses.
I look at her like, help me up, quickly.
Yes.
I guess
Can you move?
You're in a lot of pain. You just got a few hit points back from a potion. You're incredibly wounded.
We have to do something about the bodies. We cannot.
And I look on the floor and I see them dead, right?
Yep, 100%. You see Fernando.
I will low-key start crying.
Cikka is off to the side of the room, and she looks like she's shattered. I mean, she's there, her body's still there, but it looks like every bone in her body's been broken.
Can I
I'm going to immediately, the first thing I'm going to do is look for the sending stone. Who has it? And I don't know who has it though. Do you have the sending stone?
I don't have it. I think it was Fernando who had the sending stone.
I go up to I go up to Fernando.
Go around the sarcophagus and you find Fernando there, lying behind the body of Sir Arguile, who is now slumped on the floor, dead as well. Fernando's fell backwards. His eyes are closed. Do you want to investigate?
Yes, I'm gonna be like.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, you remember he had contacted Lord Theodore last, and you remember he had put it in one of his side pockets. You fish around for a few moments and you pull it out.
I am going to send a message to Theodore, and I'm going to say Cikka and Fernando are dead. Call for Father Albano immediately.
Anything else you're gonna tell them? Because we got 20 words.
We need what's that? Raise the undead.
You a few moments pass and you get back. We're on our way, Rita. Hold on. And you get nothing else. You guys are still in the crypt. It's dead silent.
I am going to
all you can hear in your ears is your heartbeat.
While I'm holding on to Fernando, because I assume I'm still over his dead body, I'm going to pray to my gods. I'm going to say, please, I will do anything. This man has saved my life more than once. So please allow me the chance to do the same thing. I know it's not going to do anything. That's underground.
What I wanted to say is that I want to investigate Cikka's body as well.
Okay.
So, can I?
Sure.
It's a 15.
I mean, you fish around her body, you find everything that was on her. I mean,
But no sign whatsoever of anything. Like, how does the body look?
That would have been a medicine check. Investigation is like more looking to see what she would have had on her. You can investigate, you can perceive that there are broken bones, certainly, because certain joints are bent further than they should be. Certain angles shouldn't be at the angle they are. So you can tell that she suffered a lot of damage. And you remember that it was that destructive wave. It felt like being hit by so many punches all at once. It was like a force just hitting you. And you know that Cikka had suffered quite a bit of damage from the race earlier. That really drained her vitality, making her quite frail. So,
Rita, we need to do something about the bodies, like I told you before. We need to get out of here. I don't know if that guy is going to wake up. I managed to knock him or whatever, but please, we can't be here. We need to move them, at least one by one.
We're not gonna be able to move them. I don't know.
I mean, between the two of us, we might move Fernando's big body.
you could also take off his arm.
Fair point, he's dead anyway.
Speak up.
Yes, okay, so okay, I'm gonna proceed to try and remove his armor and try to get him as light as possible.
Takes about 5 minutes.
We'll keep
Especially with two people.
the gold and like the book of like the like anything like in relation to the accounts and
The
stuff
items,
like that.
basically.
The items will keep them, and the armor will leave it.
Okay.
And the crossbow.
No,
You're
he
leaving
has
the armor there?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
No,
I mean-
the armor will come back for it.
You're gonna
Okay.
take him. You're
carry
gonna take him. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the armor is just like piece by piece is not that heavy. I mean,
Okay.
the biggest part, which is like the breastplate, that's
Breastplate.
kind of heavy, but it's not so heavy. It's
I mean,
less
between
than
the
3
two-
kilos on its own.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Maybe a bit more, maybe like up to 5, but you can definitely carry it piece by piece. It's not like you're, in a rush.
Alright.
You guys know that the doorway out is trapped, and your friends are trying to disarm them, but they need time. And obviously, if they're casting stuff as rituals, and it takes time. So you have time, yeah. So you've taken Fernando's armor off, and you've started moving him to the front room. Obviously, a way that you've already come, so that you know they're on traps.
No, I was going to ask you if I have Mr. Crow with me, so he can maybe search around if there's anyone around, or...
Sent him on a pass. He comes back a few minutes later. He doesn't see anything. He says, in your head, that everything that was in here is dead, and is dead again. There's not much else.
Thank you. So yes, let's move Fernando as close as we can to the entrance. Because if Lord Theodore's coming, it's our only way of seeing if we can revive him.
I agree.
So, do we roll for
Strength.
No,
strength, maybe, or...
it's not easy, but it's a bit heavier.
I mean, you can grab the shoulders and I can
But
grab the legs.
Rita is a monk. You are a bit smaller, a little bit less strong, but between the two of you, you can drag him by the arms. You each hold one arm and shoulder, and you pull. It takes a bit of time. It takes a few minutes, but you bring him back. Eventually, you collect all his things, his armor. You get Cikka as well,
Nice.
and you go back to the room with the shattered stone angel. You wait. In fact, as you look up the staircase, you see Lord Theodore and Wilson. They're there, and they seem to be casting spells.
So the barrier is still there, basically.
The barrier is not there.
But wait, from which point I'm seeing them?
You're seeing them from the bottom of the staircase looking up. So they're about 60-70 feet up.
So I'm gonna try to shout and call them.
Yeah.
Lord Theodore, we're here!
Ellie!
Yes, we're... Please hurry up, Fernando died and Cikka as well.
We're on our... Don't approach the staircase, my dear.
Is it a trap or something, or...?
Yes, several.
Thank you.
We are disarming them as we speak, but we must take our time. We do not know how many there could be.
For sure. Do you have
What's happening
any...
now? Is everything clear? Have you dispatched everything?
There was a death knight down here, and it was horrible. We tried our best. But...
Stay there, sweetheart. We're on our way. Rest while you can.
Do you have
sorry, DM. I'm gonna ask him for if he has potions, and then I call Mr. Crow to pick it up and then give it to us, or we just fully.
Okay, so you call him and tell him that we do indeed, yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna send Mr. Crow to pick up a couple of potions for me and Rita because we're almost down.
He may trigger a trap. Beware.
Even if he's flying, you think so?
Well, perhaps. It depends on the spell. We are unable to ascertain each and every one until we reach it.
Okay, I'm not gonna risk it. Thank you.
I just go with Rita. Try to corner. Do my everything and just go in a corner like this.
So you guys just, kind of
I'm going to
campfire up, sort of huddle in the middle of the floor.
I'm going to weep over Fernando's body.
Okay. So at that point, I'd like you guys to swap over, and I'd like Cikka to come onto the table.
I stay? Or...
No, both of you swap. Cikka, your eyes open, and you're in the swamp. You get up. You look around. It's very familiar. You sniff the air, and you smell a familiar scent in the air. Do you follow it?
Yes.
Okay.
Slowly.
Slowly.
Intense.
Stealthily.
Yes.
Make a stealth roll.
Natural 20.
Very good. Like the predator that you have become, you become one with the swamp, and you just move through it silently. You come to a small clearing in the mangroves, and sitting on a rock by the lake is Alabaster. And he is looking down into the water, and he holds up a hand and he just beckons you to come. You approach. He says, Cikka, come, sit.
In lizard, obviously.
Yes, obviously, in your native tongue.
Yes, I come.
He makes space for you on the rock. He's made a nice little sort of seat on the rock. He's put like hay and things, and leaves and reeds and vines. And he says to you, I am very proud of you, Cikka. You have evolved beyond the tribe.
Really?
Yes. You went out. You made friends with non-lizards, warmbloods. And brought them. You killed a dragon, Cikka. I am very proud of you. And he pats you on the head. And he gives you some finger snaps. He eats some himself.
So, am I dead?
Yes.
Oh, mission accomplished?
You did very well. But you could have done more.
Oh.
No.
So now what?
Now, we wait.
Wait for what?
What comes next?
What comes next?
I do not know.
How
And he
long
just
you-
looks into the water. Do you look into the water?
I also look in the water.
You see yourself, and you see Alabaster, but Alabaster looks different. He looks young. He looks at his peak when he had just taken over the tribe, before you were even born. He seems like, ready and waiting, like sitting at the edge of the water, just looking down into it and seeing himself. You see yourself, you don't really change, but you see potential that you didn't meet. And as the perfect predator, you say, I could have been so much more. And that's where we're going to end for now. Looking into the water. And now I'm going to need Fernando to join. So, Fernando, as your body hits the ground and you cough a gout of blood into your throat and choke on it, it's a terrible way to die.
Yeah.
You feel yourself standing above your body and seeing it, and seeing Sir Arguile fighting Cikka, Rita, and Ellie. Cikka falls, Rita in her bare form falls, and Ellie, in incredible pain, taking a slash from this dark blade, manages to just stick her blade right under his breastplate and twist. You see a rib pop out, and you swear you hear him say thank you as he falls. You then see Ellie, panicked, come over to you, grab a potion, look at you. Look at Rita, see her still alive, but very tempted to give you the last potion because she just wants you to wake up, but she knows that you won't. As you're looking at this, the shadows in the room at the corners start to get darker, and tendrils start to snake out at odd angles. And in a flash, they're all around you, and you're in complete darkness. And what you thought was going to be something horrible and cold, and you were dreading it, it feels like you were just hugged by an old friend. It's warm, and you start to cry. And it's like someone you haven't seen in so long. You're just like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever, and you weren't expecting it. And you feel at peace. You look around, and the area you're in fades away, and you're above ground, and you see Theodore and Wilson trying to figure out the traps and get the wards taken off. You see the kobold, panicked, looking around, trying to find Harvey, because he can't find him, he's invisible. Eventually, you look up, and the sky isn't blue, it's black, pitch black. But not like nighttime, you still feel like it's daytime. But as your vision focuses, it looks like the sky is surrounded in a cage of shadows. And instantly, it feels like you're there. It's like you're at the border of this cage. And floating around are like sleeping beings, some kobolds, some people, other creatures, and they're all part of this web that's just slowly moving with the planet. And as you look beyond the web, you see what you think are stars, but as your eyes focus, you see a myriad of eyes looking at the planet, and teeth, and mouths, and tongues, and tendrils licking at the cage, trying to get in. And as it does, the cage flares and attacks back, as if the cage is protecting the whole world from whatever's outside. And that's where we're going to call right now. I need the players to come back who are alive.
God, my character shit.
The production team is breaking it.
The production team.
Alright, black stars again.
Okay, so you guys are in the tomb. I'm guessing you just rest and take time and maybe sleep. Do you both actually sleep? Do you take a long rest? I mean, it's going to take time. You know it's going to take some time, so do you just pass out? Okay. Rita, you have a dream. You wake up in the chair in a very familiar office, and across the table from you, in a very fancy suit with her hair tied up, spiders crawling out of it, and dark skin, is Granny Nightshade. And she's like, wow, you cut it pretty close there, kid.
Honestly, that was not the time. I just really lost two of my best friends, and like, if you're trying to strike a business bargain, I just know that it's.
Well, honey, you called me, right?
No.
You asked the gods or whatever
But you're
to
not.
bring your friends back.
But you're not my god.
No, but you think they're the only ones who are listening?
But I want my own god.
Oh, honey, you really think she's gonna bring them back?
Maybe.
I
The
don't think
power of
so,
nature
honey.
is stronger than most people think in the first place.
Yeah, for sure, but I mean,
You just sound
you
like.
really think your god is gonna come down to the world and bring your friends back? Honey, I think you're...
But I don't want to compromise my morals just to, like, get.
Compromise your morals, honey. All I want to do is help you. All I need...
But you
in
want
return-
something back for it.
Yes, your immortal soul, but listen, it's not that bad. Okay? Because people think, oh...
Listen, you
trading
honestly.
your soul for...
The last person who asked for my immortal soul was Barry, and he stole my flute. So no one is going to be asking for something like that again.
I mean,
so
honey,
just
honey,
please do me a favor.
She
I lost two of my best
pulls
friends.
out a perfect replica of your flute. Is this your flute?
But I don't care.
Come on.
I don't care. I'll
Come
do
on.
another one now.
It's pro bono,
No.
man. She just throws it at your
No.
head. Do you catch it?
Can I do like a
Deflect missiles?
deflect missiles?
Yes, you can. Because it's a dream. Okay, so make an attack roll.
19.
You catch it and throw it straight back at her. I'm just trying to be nice.
You're trying. Well, I understand, but honestly, I do not want to compromise my morals. If I am going to bring them back, it is going to be in a way that is, something Rita would do, not the old Rita, this Rita.
She pulls out one of those long stem pipes and
You do not
blows
understand.
smoke at you, and it just looks like little dancing devils
You
floating
don't,
around.
and I look at her straight in the eye. I say, you do not understand. I am an anomaly. I am not
You
like the
have no
rest
idea,
of you.
kid. Do you want to know the truth?
What truth?
The truth?
What fucking truth?
Your truth, kid. Come on, you think you don't know what I'm talking about, but you do.
In all honesty, I didn't know about anything in my life before. Why do I need to know now?
Well, that's up to you. But guess what? Your past is gonna come a-calling soon enough. And
Well,
I'm guessing you're
if
gonna
it-
want me on your side when it does.
If you tell me the truth, will I have to give my immortal soul or something?
Yes, but
No.
trust me, it's not as bad as you think.
It isn't bad as you think because then I cannot be a druid.
I'm sure we can work something out.
No, because my beliefs,
Honey, come
my
on.
beliefs cater to the fact that you have to be loving of all things natural, and you guys just are not. Okay, you guys just want to burn things and take souls from people and make contracts that are totally unreasonable in the terms of the
Honey,
actual client.
I'm sorry to tell you, but that's very racist, okay? We're not all the same.
It's
We're
not racist
we're
if I am like you, okay?
Listen, we're in the hells. We're not in the abyss, okay? We're not monsters like those demons. These are devils. And I'm just a fiend, okay? I just work here, okay? We're businessmen and women and other. You see out of like a little window just this weird slime thing. Oh.
wearing a rainbow coat.
No, wearing like a normal business suit, like with a little hat. It's like off on a weird angle. Oh. So yeah. And other, yeah, that's Jim. He's an accountant. He's kind of weird.
But in all honesty,
Listen, honey. You don't have to accept it now, but one day, I'm telling you, you're gonna want me on your side. Maybe not today, maybe not right now, but someday.
But could you just tell me the truth and maybe I can make the decision after?
Sign right here. She pulls out a contract.
I get PTSD of the imp. Do you understand how frustrating it is that everyone wants me to sign a bloody contract?
Well, it's how we worked on here. If it isn't written down, it didn't happen.
What about a sample of the truth before I sign? So maybe I
Sorry,
might...
that's not how it works, kid.
cliffhanger, where I have to click for the next episode.
Well, okay. I'll tell you the truth. I know about your real family.
My
Wink.
real family abandoned me when I was a child.
No, kid. Not that side of the family. That's just the human side.
Not
Talking about the infernal side.
Not the human
kid.
side, it was including the infernal side. I know how I was made. It was basically a freaking devilish person that had intercourse with a human, and then, I came, hello, and the devilish person went away back into the hells and abandoned me. And the human person was like, oh my god, this is a horrible child. Let's throw her in a monastery and hope that people aren't weirded out by the weirdness of a tiefling being a monk and a druid.
Sweetheart, that's not how it happened at all. Actually, your mother, your birth mother, was possessed by a devil at the time. You would have otherwise been a human. But, yeah, your mother, she made a deal with the wrong devil and,
so you see why you understand why I do not want to sign any contracts.
But that's because they made the deal with the wrong devil.
And how
I'm not the wrong devil, because I'm not a devil. I'm a hag. Totally different.
Yes, and the last hag I met basically killed my friend Jim. And did a bunch
Well,
of
actually, I'm pretty sure you
don't
guys killed you guys killed your friend.
No,
We don't take responsibility for that. Okay?
Do not bring that up.
I was watching the
Do
whole
not bring
time.
that up, okay? We shall not speak ill of Fernando's mistakes.
I mean, you're all tired, no one can be blamed.
Okay,
do you want your friend Jim back?
Do you know what? No, okay, let me tell you. I love Jim, but the fact that he was forgotten with the fishermen clearly shows the priorities of the campaign.
Campaign? Are you guys like trying to take over Jot Narok or something? What's going on?
No.
I can help you with that.
I call it a campaign because we play this fun game that I created called Creatures and Crawl Spaces.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Well, you should come to one of my sessions.
Yeah, maybe
You could be a wizard.
Could I guess there's the BBEG? Yeah, but listen, kid.
I don't understand anything you
Listen,
just
kid.
said.
It's okay. Don't worry. We have interdimensional cable. I
Wait,
see a lot. I watch a lot of content.
Let me read the contract. I don't want any loopholes that do some dodgy shit.
Come on, kid. That's not how it works. Sure.
And I want legal counsel.
Legal counsel.
I'm sorry. Can you?
You know, every day you dawdle
Can you blame?
is a day further away from resurrection magic being able to work, kid. That's all I can say. Bye-bye!
Okay, fine now!
You go away. You wake up. You're still in the tomb, unfortunately. But it's not like you woke up at the end of your sleep. It's like midway. No. You can go back to sleep. At this point, it just became a bit of a bad dream.
And I'm like, oh god.
What do you say? Let me sleep. Get out of here. Leave me alone.
You just roll over in your meditation. You don't actually sleep, you meditate. And at this point, when she jostles awake, you're just about to come out of your meditation.
wake up, okay.
Yeah. So her waking up and going back to sleep kind of wakes you out of your meditation. And as you awaken and you look around, you hear and Harvey appears right above Fernando, and he's just like you feel like you hear and see the metal ball just into his chest. Gently, not too hard.
Harvey,
Eventually you see like a little spark into the body. And he disappears. He vanishes again.
Get close to the body of Fernando and try calling Harvey like,
Harvey, are you there? I just saw you.
He's close by.
Am I awake?
No, you're asleep. You've got
those
3 or 4 hours left to go to get your long rest back.
that means in theory then Lord Theodore may be around, so
If you go to the staircase, he is closer. He's like, oh, you've woken up early.
Yes, I was just meditating.
We should be there within the next couple of hours.
Fair enough. Is everything okay? We were just here resting, basically.
Understood, don't worry. Well, we've contacted Father Albano. He should be making his way, although it is difficult for him to sneak out. We should be there within an hour or so, maybe the next 2. Rest up and we'll be there soon.
Thank you, Lord Theodore.
Yeah.
just go back. But I wanted to check something with Harvey. I don't know why because where did he come from? He wasn't with us before.
He wasn't, but you imagine he just flew down. He hovered down at some point.
Can I ask him to appear? Or
He appears.
So, Harvey, do you know anything about resurrection? Your inner thingy? So, do you have anything else besides electricity that can help him?
He disappears. True invisibility. Like, what?
I'll see that as a no.
I just turn around.
He appears again.
Stop playing.
And he like projects a little minor illusion of like something, like Fernando happily like waving at you, but like
That's terrible timing. But I thank you. Still, that was very cute.
Just give him like a little hug and then just come back. But Ellie is still very emotional, even though she tries to hide it. May I do like maybe a perception check or something, like while we wait around here? Or I didn't investigate the body of the Death Knight, by the way.
you go back, and the body's still there. The armor just looks like ceremonial armor he was buried in. His sword again, it looks like a ceremonial sword. Like you think it was like the negative energy of a death knight that empowered the sword. Otherwise, it's just a normal sword.
Yeah.
He wasn't buried with anything else. I mean, this is full plate armor, but it is property of the church.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something. This guy already desecrated the body and the.
I would literally
the whole
steal from a body that was already desecrated.
Right,
so-
exactly. It's kind of like you perhaps think better of it. You don't touch the body. I'm guessing. You just like look around and just like maybe fish around to see pockets, but like there's nothing really. It's just this was how he was buried. They didn't really bury him with much except that. Although I mean, you do see on his skeletal finger, like you see a gold signet ring, which looks expensive, but like. And a necklace as well, but yeah, these are like treasures of the church. You don't know.
I'm gonna leave it be.
Okay.
My brain is too sad for stealing.
Fair. Wow, too sad to steal. I get
That's
you.
how
I get
down
you.
bad Ellie is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wait another couple of hours, and eventually Lord Theodore gets in. They're quiet because they see Rita still sleeping. They approach. Ellie. At this point, he looks at Fernando and he like kneels down. Puts a hand on him. This is bad.
I know, we tried. It was too much for us. Too much.
You see Wilson kind of like do a medicine check on the situation. And they could be resurrected. Yes, they could be. If it wasn't for the political situation it would cause.
Do we have enough time?
Do I wake up at this point?
At this point, you're just like still, maybe like slowly, like waking up. Well, not so that you'd be like, oh, I'm wanting to get into a conversation. You're super sore. Your lungs are filled with that toxic gas that was in the tomb earlier. It's like, oh, you feel horrible. It's like waking up with the worst hangover ever when you smoked like 4 packets of cigarettes the night before, or something like that. It's terrible. Just you wake up feeling horrible. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there is a slight trouble in the current situation. Father Albano's on his way, and in theory he could raise our friends from the dead, but because of the war, it is illegal to raise military personnel. Now, as mercenaries, you are currently considered reservists of the military. The reason for this is because if our clerics were to raise the dead from the battlefield, they would instantly make themselves targets for assassination on all sides. So at the beginning of the war, or near enough, a treaty was signed that no military personnel would be raised once killed. It is a troublesome clause, but this is why we didn't raise the previous adventurers who came back to us, otherwise we would have. If we were to raise...
Am I awake?
You're hearing this, but again, you don't really want to interact. You feel shattered. You can wake up and get out, like, and you can kind of interact
I'm
and
hearing
look.
this.
You're hearing this. You're hearing this entire conversation go on. You're just like, like when you're waking up in that kind of like, like that, like your eyes still haven't opened at all, and you're just like, you can barely speak. But soon. I mean, the only reason is because she's an elf and she had meditation and she's back. We'll have to see what Father Albano thinks. It's a good thing that you told me.
Yes. You're the only person that we had to help us, honestly. And we thank you deeply for that. And we know how Fernando was with you guys and how close in Cikka as well. So.
Yes, I have grown fond of all of you. This is a terrible outcome. I wish I had known what was going on here.
But to be honest with you, if we do it inside of the crypt, there's nobody here to see us. Nobody knows that they died.
This is on our side. However, it would be difficult for Father Albano to leave the order unaccompanied. There would be people with him. We may be able to convince them to wait outside, but if they were to see Fernando leave or Cikka leave in such a state, they may recognize that resurrection magic has been cast.
how this is going.
Why are you raising your hand,
Not,
Rita?
no.
Are you awake?
I think she
Would
was
you
having
like
a
drink? And he offers you both some water.
Oh yes.
I drink water.
Dehydrated.
And
yeah.
I asked him straight up. I said, "Do you think we will be able to revive him or not? Just a yes or a no."
Wilson looks at both of them and says, "Yes, I believe both of them should be able to be revived." But
No, not should be able to. I know it can be done, but I'm saying, will it happen? That is the point.
Well, we'll have to see with Father Albano. Only
But
he and Father Ruben are powerful enough to raise
I don't think
people
we
from the
have
dead.
time for that, do we?
Well, he's on his way. Hopefully. I mean, we've sent
I'm going to look at everyone. I'm going to say, boys, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to do something that is totally unlike me.
Well,
and I'm
what are you talking about?
And I'm going to say out loud, Nightshade, it's time for us to talk properly.
Make an intelligence check. That's a very high intelligence.
Oh shit. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
$16.
Okay. You may have said it, but it doesn't just something's gonna happen. I mean, you've only been meeting through dreams, so maybe the next time you go to sleep,
I'm going to go lie down and I'm going to try and sleep again.
But at that point, Theodore rolls very high insight, and knowing that you've been approached by demons, devils in the past, he says, "Rita, don't be an idiot. Do you really think that some fiend is going to be able to help you? Do you really think this god Hassas is going to let her pluck him away from him, or it? I don't quite really know what Hassas is. She is not, well, I don't know exactly who you're talking about, but Nightshade, is it something to do with the hag, I believe? Wait, one second. Wait. He starts going through notes. Yes, you were approached first by the Imp, yes? But then, at some point, you were approached by a hag in the night during a dream.
Yes, this is the same one.
Yes, exactly! Yeah,
You're doing
Wilson,
deals
you're
with
a
the
star. Thank you, sir.
But apparently, and I don't think I mentioned this, but when she came to me last night...
Yes, the last time she came to you, she offered you a scroll of regeneration.
Do not talk about that. Do not talk about that.
Oh, it's about the penis. Hey,
I literally go and do this. No, but I'm not there. I do it in the forehead, so she goes like.
Yeah, well, listen, Rita. Do not give in to these temptations.
Yes.
They are only trying to lead you down a dark path. You
Well,
are the master of your destiny. Do not forget that.
Apparently, Theodore, there's some shit in my not the human part of me, but the other side, the infernal part of me, which is going to come back to bite me in the derriere, so to say. So either I find out what the heck it is by signing whatever contract this stupid, crazy, incredibly unattractive female, I think. I'm not sure.
You think hags tend to be women?
But it's weird because she looks androgynous.
She doesn't. I mean, although she does, dress like a very business class professional woman, but
I tell him, unless you can like miraculously conjure up a book that can tell me everything about my infernal past and what's going to come and like create some type of war or some shit, because apparently I've had dreams, I've had very messed up interactions with people.
Do you think they're always telling the truth?
No, but they seem very desperate for me to sign this contract, which in my
wait a second. Which in my opinion
indicates that most likely they are desperate for me to be under their control because I am very special of some sort. Because I don't think any demon would be so desperate to get me.
If that was the case, Rita, would you so happily simply sign your soul away?
But
Don't be a fool! Think, Rita! Think!
while I'm saying that, I say, but
Wait,
and I
listen
look
to
at
him.
Fernando's dead body. He's dead.
But you will die as well if you do that. You
I
know?
do not
and,
care.
and there's no
He
guarantee.
saved my life so many
There's no
times.
guarantee that he will come back as well. You don't know if she's saying the truth.
I could read the contract.
Then what if it's a lie? The whole thing. You're just giving your soul
No,
for.
technically
whatever.
speaking, they cannot breach contracts. They're actually very legally. You need to read the law.
Why are you talking about laws and demons, please?
Because they,
It's actually the devils who abide by law. The demons, they don't really care.
demons,
Well,
demons
true.
from the hell. The hells are not too as bad as what is it?
Devils from the hells, demons from the abyss.
Abyss. The abyss is like big no. At least the hells like they are a little bit civilized, you know. But they're still bastards.
Yes, not to be trusted, certainly. Now,
Anyways, yes.
calm down, do not do anything stupid, and
I agree.
we will wait for Father Albano. At this point, you see Salmon Tail slowly sneaking in, looking around. He's like sneaking off to the side. In fact, hold on a second.
Do I see him or?
What's your perception, guys? What's your passive perception?
14.
14 and
16.
16. Neither of you see him, but Wilson says, "Hey, Kobold, come out from over there!" And he's like, and you see him kind of crawling.
Look who's here. What are you doing here, you little creature?
Where is the key? Runs in.
That's none of your own. I'm really close to punching you right now. This is not the time to be asking about that.
You see him like go up to Fernando and just start.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack him in the head very hard. That's
Natural one.
I don't have any inspiration. But it's like
He ducks.
and I
He ducks.
try to go back again.
He's gonna make another attempt.
Okay, this is much better. It's 19.
Okay, 19 will hit you. Smack him. He takes 1 damage.
Get out of there,
He moves
please.
away. He moves away. He's like
Don't be annoying.
He's like looking up and around the room, trying to make a perception check to try and find. Just can't seem to see Harvey anywhere. He's no idea.
Stay where you are, okay? You can be useful later. I'll see you.
He goes to Fernando's leg and just starts pushing him. Wake up! Wake up!
Okay, I'm gonna let you do that for now, but still. Behave.
You see him like pull out the scorpion and just start trying to slowly sting Fernando's toes.
Okay, now I'm gonna kick him like a ball. Okay, let's see who's gonna touch that. Okay, that's it.
You kick him.
So yeah, like, immediately, you know.
What's his strength? He only flies like 5 feet.
Alright. If you do it again, I'm gonna stab you.
Like 2 feet, because you're little.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. Some more time passes. You see Wilson and Lord Theodore look around the crypt, start trying to find any more traps. After a while, they say, "Well, there seem to be far less traps down here than on the staircase up. What I'm seeing, we've seen many bodies around. These all."
There was an army of basically undead soldiers that were on the crypt. And
So what's that enormous pile in the second
what I was going to tell you.
It was a statue that was.
No, not that. The other one. The big pile of bones and.
Oh yes,
Death.
that was a bone spider.
So what I was going to tell you, Lord Theodore, is that
puts like a cloth over his face and.
I'm very scared about the person behind all of this.
Yes, you must tell me everything.
It was
I wanna roll to see how. good
I tell
the
him
story.
everything. I'm like, I have good performance. I'm proficient in performance.
Because I have 0 charisma, so. So you do the talking. Oh boy.
At least I get 7. It's not that bad.
Okay, I mean,
But I tell him the basics like
yeah.
elf, man, very skinny, kind of hot.
Yeah.
the orb. Don't forget about the orb.
Saw us through the orb, was doing the work to get the crown for someone, but he was ordered by someone to do it, but then he kind of like went semi-independent in a way, kind of thing. It was a bit weird.
The League of the Seven or something.
Exactly.
He said. There's like 7 deadly undead or necromancers or whatever that are like forming,
like
working
this tribe
together
thing, and they're trying
rule
to like,
over.
At this point, you just see Wilson feverishly writing everything, and Lord Theodore just trying to take it all in.
But long story short, the thing is that this man, it's not only extremely expert and attractive, I'm not going to lie, when it comes to traps, but also once he took possession of the crown, he changed his mind. Now he wants to do everything by himself. Like he wants to rule over all of us. I believe that's his plan.
You know his name, by any chance?
No, but he knew all of our names. All of our names. How old we were. He even knew
Quite
about my
distressing.
curse. Yes.
Thank you for telling me.
And the thing is also that he wasn't even here. It was like a projection of him. Because we attacked his body and he just went through it. It was nothing.
He was definitely here. He probably projected an image of himself. Perhaps to try to
Understood.
trick you or
Yes.
bait you out.
Yes. I'm really afraid of that man. I don't know. He gave me the jeebers, I would say.
The jeebies. The heebie-jeebies.
The heebie-jeebies.
The heepers-jeepers. Yes, I understand.
But anyways,
Most distressing.
if we're going out, I mean...
No, we cannot leave. Yes.
Not yet.
Let's wait for Father Albano. We cannot let anyone know.
No, at least to get as close as we could to the entrance.
In fact, damn it. Wilson, hand me the bag. You see him like fishing through his bag. Pulls out like a spear, like
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How does that...
a cannonball. You see a little mini mortar.
Be careful with that, oh god.
You hear like the rustling of coins, and then other things. And he pulls out like a nice big diamond and another one. If Father Albano is to raise our friends, he will need these. They are quite rare, but I happen to keep a stockpile. Yes.
I go up to him and like I hug him and
Rita, can you stop?
Yes, my dear. Do not worry. We will not allow your friends.
I call all over him like and
Let the man breathe.
I'm not that big.
Yes, you are actually. At least for me.
Okay, I'm not. I'm quite small.
No, you're pretty tall for compared to
Her, yes, fair.
So, a little bit more time passes, and eventually, you hear footsteps coming down, and Theodore and Wilson say, "Ha! They're approaching," and they
Finally.
make their way back up the stairs. You hear whispers in the distance. I'm gonna roll a couple of checks. Okay.
Can I like send Mr. Crow to like kinda hide behind the distance for
yes,
me?
Yes.
Do I roll for that or just
Make-
call him?
Make just a stealth check +4.
Alright.
So it's for the bed, so it's just +4. What's that?
Like 28 total. Some insane shit. 18.
No, it's okay. 18 +4, 22. Because it's for the beds,
Yeah.
not yours. But actually, the bed just lands on a step and is looking up.
Alright.
Basically, Theodore and Wilson go up and say, "Ah, Father, thank you for coming on such short notice. Please, we advise that your knights stay outside. We must seek Father Albano's opinion on the matter before we let anyone else inside. For matters of, we do not wish for any further desecration." So they start talking. Please, Father Albano, would you accompany us? Wilson, please wait with them. Wilson looks notably nervous. But he bows, and you see Father Albano and Lord Theodore helping him slowly make his way down the stairs. They reach the bottom. And Father Albano looks around and he just sees all the dead bodies and the broken statue and then your friends on the floor and says, "What has happened, children?" Makes his way in.
Too much happened, Father. It's nice to see you, but...
Tell me everything, child.
I go ahead and tell the whole story of the necromancer and the creatures, the zombies that were soldiers, and basically everything.
Okay. He says, "Lord Theodore, would you and your ward please stay behind with us to ensure there are no more traps set within the tomb?" So, "Yes, Father, of course, but we must speak of what can be done for our friends here." "Well, Lord Theodore, you know that my hands are tied. They are mercenaries." "Yes, indeed, but they have helped you. I mean, they came at your behest. They cleared your tomb. Without them, you would have lost countless knights. There was a death knight here, Father." He's gonna make a persuasion check. Not great. Does anyone want to help him, give him advantage or something?
I would like to definitely give him advantage.
I'm going to walk away while this argument is going on and go to sleep.
Okay. You go away, but you don't just sleep.
I
You just woke up from a long sleep.
I'm gonna go and literally stare at Father Albano's eyes. Like, Ellie has been thinking about Fernando's death since it happened. You know?
Yeah.
She gets extremely anxious, but she's trying to keep it cool so far, and joking around and kicking the cobble and everything. But when he starts to doubt, the only person that apparently can bring him back.
It's either that or Father Ruben, who hates him.
Exactly. I'm gonna look him in the eye, literally, and I try to persuade him in this case, I guess. Tear-eyed, he knows how I am, kind of.
Yeah.
And tell him,
This is the only chance that we have, Father. You are the only chance to bring him back. We thought there was going to be another mission that we could definitely handle, but as you could see, the countless amounts of bodies, you didn't know about this, we didn't know about this, and they died. And if they do, I think it's going to be even worse, the consequences, than actually helping them come back. So please,
and as Ellie says please, a little bling bling, out of her eyes, a couple of tears. So
Make a persuasion check with advantage, because it's the most genuine Ellie's ever said something. Let's control again. Come on, that's right. Come on. No. What is it? No. Okay. So what was the first one? The first one's the 12.
it's a 12.
Plus persuasion.
What do you say for persuasion?
Persuasion.
2 flat.
Okay. Father Albano looks at you and he says, "It will take time. A ritual of resurrection, or even raise the dead, will take an hour to cast. I must inform my agents to wait outside. We must cleanse the tomb. It has been desecrated, and I must sanctify it once again. This will take time. I will speak. Wait here." And he
Here we
goes
are.
up.
Do I see Rita going to sleep?
You saw her walk away, yeah.
As I see her going, whatever.
And she's lying down, just like...
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go and slap her with all my might. Because I heard the whole conversation with her and Lord Theodore, so I know what she's trying to do. So with my dex
and proficiency, you just...
Yeah, I just go ahead and just wake you up. Like, what?
You take 1 damage.
what are you trying to do?
Trying to see Fernando.
Can you please stop?
Just drag you with all my strength and just bring you up.
You're not going to speak with that creature, hag, woman of...
What if he dies and
If you were not doing stupid things, you would have listened to me and what I was telling Father Albano, okay? So just please don't, okay? Because then we have to save you as well. You will become soulless, even more soulless. So, yes. You want to get slapped again?
Okay. Oof. Wilson, you guys didn't know this because you weren't looking through the eyes of your crow or anything. Wilson just saved your butts. Okay. You don't know. I'm just saying. That Wilson just
So
saved
Mr. Crow was still there, but yeah.
Mr. Crow knows, and eventually he'll tell you.
Okay,
But
okay, alright. That's
You don't- none of you know this.
sneaky
Uh-huh.
Crow.
So, eventually Father Albano comes back down without his guards. And Wilson provides him with the materials. And he says, shall we begin?
Yes, Father.
Fernando or Cikka?
Let's begin with Fernando.
Okay. He starts laying out incense and herbs and lighting on fire and conducting a ritual. It's very, very detailed. I mean, it takes time and
Is
it's
this
a lot of praying.
Is this a cleric ritual?
Totally. This is raised dead from a cleric, from a pretty powerful cleric. I mean, it takes a number of years to learn how to raise the dead. In time, the ritual is complete, and he takes the diamond and he puts it on Fernando's head. At this point, I would like to ask you if there is anything that you would like to provide to the ritual. Anything meaningful to you or to your relationship to Fernando that will help guide his soul back to his body.
I'm going to get the D20 that I have that Lord Theodore gave me. Because he knows that it's mine.
Mm-hmm. And it's gold.
And it's gold.
True.
And I'm going to say, he will know what this is. And he will run to it for sure. They give it to
Okay. He takes it and he kind of prepares it and makes it like a platform for the diamond to sit on Fernando's head. Ellie, is there anything you would like to give or say? Or...
I'm just gonna whisper into his ear something very quickly. So I go there to Fernando's actual ear.
Okay, do you want to like write it down and give it to Luis?
Yes. I'm gonna
Okay,
write
write
it.
it. Ah.
Here.
Okay. You do that. While you do that, I'm going to roll to see how well Father Albano does the ritual. He's pretty good at these things, so he has a high bonus. Okay. So Father Albano completes the ritual, and you see the diamond from a, beautiful, lustrous, clear diamond, it becomes foggy and dull, and it seems to lose all value. And the gold of the chain seems to melt and just like be absorbed into Fernando's skin a little bit. Not fully, it just like falls off, but some of it seems to stay with him. Fernando, at that point, you're still looking out into space, and make a wisdom saving throw. I'd like you to now come and sit at your place and pass him a tray to roll a d20.
Here's the
Thank you. Okay, so let's see if my first roll now is also going to be a natural 20, like everyone else's.
Mm-hmm.
It's a natural 1.
Natural one.
Yeah, use your inspiration.
So,
Nice. It's a saving.
as you're just looking out into space, you are stunned. You cannot even begin to comprehend the scale of what you're seeing and what you're perceiving. And whatever this cage around the world is, you have no idea, and yet it feels so warm and welcoming and like an old friend. It's you cannot understand it. This is something you think your mind broke a little in seeing all this. And you hardly notice it, but you feel like a tug. Like someone pulling you at the shoulder, like trying to get your attention. But because you're so stunned by it, you can't like, you're not coming, you're not like looking back to see them. Father Albano in the moment says, his spirit is not returning to the body. I cannot hold the ritual for long. Now, did you Did you give him the thing? Make another wisdom saving throw. Take the tray. Take the whole tray because they have the tray.
So that's 16 plus my bonus, so that's 20.
Plus your charisma, everything. Okay, with everything.
No, like it was
Could you get your charisma?
saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 23.
Awesome. You hear what Ellie whispered into your ear, and as you look back, for a moment, it's like you see a figure, like who just pulled you. But then you're back in the room, and you're seeing what's going on with your friends and Father Albano, and you feel like you could just go back, and you can wake up like it was a dream. What do you choose to do?
I go back.
So in that moment, Fernando's eyes wake open. Fernando, you have 4 levels of exhaustion. You feel like the worst pain ever running through your entire body. I mean, it feels like everything's been broken. Right now, your hit point maximum is halved. You have disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws. Your speed is halved because you're so sluggish, and you have disadvantage on all checks. So anything you do,
everything is disadvantage.
Everything disadvantage, and you have half speed and half HP.
I would like to level 2 cure wounds him.
Okay, roll the damage or roll the
Damage.
healing. Inflict healing upon it.
Yeah.
It's D8.
Yes, 2d8
2D8, yeah.
plus your wisdom. You woke up with 1 hit point.
I woke up
14 hit points.
So now you're up to 15. You're still in incredible pain, but certain wounds that you had just had, like the pierce straight through your gut, closes up and starts to heal properly. The resurrection magic did fix it, but it was still incredibly tender. That heal actually made it like you're not a slight movement could open stitches, if you know what I mean. It kind of closed it up. But you're still incredibly pain. You still can barely.
I would like to grab some more.
I start coughing like
You cough up blood, you see blood, you cough, it's hardened, because it actually got solid in his mouth and in his throat, and you hack horribly, it's like hacking up a lung, literally, and you're coughing out little shards of your own blood from your throat. Heavy. But, you're alive.
Just get next
You
to
can
Fernando.
barely
I don't see a lot.
It's dark, your eyes, even though you have the night vision, I mean, it's barely adjust, it's like...
I'm guessing we got our butt kicked.
Oh, you're back! You're back! Ellie screams to her lungs,
It's like, no worries, Ellie. Remember, I will live forever.
Wipes her tears, she's fine.
Why am I naked?
You're not naked, you're in the clothes
You're
you wear
not
under your
naked.
arm. The cotton clothes you wear under your arm.
my regular day-to-day clothes.
Exactly.
Where's my armor?
It's over there. Don't worry about that. You were dead. You were dead. Literally dead.
Was I?
Yes, like absolutely nothing. Like not even a single bit alive.
Look, help me out, Ellie. Help me out.
Okay, so try to help him up.
It's
like a really bad day after.
it's like you've gone to the gym 3 days in a row, and this is like the second day after that, and you're just like,
your body. Oh, what is the lactic acid?
yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh my god.
It's like you had a gym session with Lude yesterday. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Just okay, me just like, you were so good.
Thank you.
You were so good.
You watched it happen, and you remember.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you remember everything after. You remember everything until just now, like it never stopped. It felt shorter to you.
Yeah, like a couple of minutes basically.
It felt like exactly. It was like you just and then you had that whole vision, and you started freaking out, and then suddenly you're back. But they had a few hours that passed.
How are you, Fernando? Like, how do you feel? Besides, of course, the obvious.
I feel horrible right now.
But why do you say that I did amazing? You were dead already.
I saw it.
How? If you were dead?
I don't know. I just saw it. I saw you. kicking butt.
Your mouth was open with flies.
I don't think it was that bad.
It was, believe me, it was.
Okay, I'll buy into it. But I saw that. I saw Rita, and I just put my arm out to Rita. I just like, come, give me a hug. Give me a hug. I just give Rita a hug, like, you did great. You did great.
She was about to sell her soul.
Almost
For you.
I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that.
I didn't know, but I found out some things about this.
Yeah, you'll tell me all later.
You look to your other
Where's
side
Cikka?
and you see Cikka
Oh, no.
broken, like most of the bones in her body
Quick,
are broken.
let's
There's just
continue
blood
the
out.
ritual.
It's horrible.
Yes, we have
Really
to.
horrible.
We have to go.
Looks
with
like
it.
roadkill.
Can I try? Can I try to do like a medicine check to see like?
Sure.
You don't need to really answer because
Make
she's
a
like,
medicine check.
Yeah, no, 6.
6. Dead.
No,
Very dead.
not for being dead. Just like to
No.
see. It was more for like, do we need to like try to fix something before we resurrect her, or we try to resurrect?
You never know.
It's like
Hard to
that's
say.
why I
You
try
have
to
no
do it.
hand.
Like, I'm not good at that.
That's it. Medicine. You're like, how?
Looks like to me.
No, healing magic won't work on a dead body. That's not how it works, Fernando. Like, you see Wilson, and Wilson's
Hey,
like,
Wilson.
hey,
Just like fist bump him.
glad you're okay.
Thank you for helping me. Who, like, did you do this?
No, and you just look and there's Father Albano.
I just, of course. I grab him.
Please,
just, like,
please, my child, it is okay. Rest.
No, like, just
Sit down,
Let's
sit
sleep.
down.
We need to save Cikka.
Sit down. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down there. Like,
Go,
if you
go,
need me,
go,
just
go,
let
go,
me know. Just like,
We don't. Okay, go.
hello, Lord Theodore.
Fernando.
Just like go, like lie down, like my back against like one of the sarcophagus.
Yeah. At that point, Father Albano will start the ritual on
Cikka.
Cikka. It's the same thing, very similar. This time, he doesn't. It's it's an emotional day for everyone. It's late. It's like the very wee hours of the morning. So he doesn't do as good a job, but it's just about enough with his bonus to get a connection to Cikka's spirit. What would you guys like to do, if anything, to like try and get Cikka's soul back?
Finger snacks.
This is
Yeah,
all
fingers
over
first.
the same.
Do you have fingers running around?
I mean, like we
could
have
touch
a
it.
I'm pretty
body.
sure she has one in her.
You look,
pocket
man. You
somewhere.
look on her body and like, oh. So you find the finger snacks that were on her.
Finger snacks, and I get the flute, and I put
The bone
bone
flute.
flute.
Yeah.
the bone flute that she gave.
Okay.
That she
Okay.
gave to me.
All right.
Anything else?
What about you?
I'm gonna give her a strand of my hair. Like I cut it like
She wants
because
to
the
sound
smell, you know. She's so good at smelling and everything. So if she smells the hair, like I recognize.
Yeah,
it.
that's a good. I like the.
So it's like-
I basically like commando crawl.
You're just like, oh.
Just like because I don't think I can actually walk right now.
It's like you're just like, oh.
So I just get there and just like put my hand like on her chest, like where the wound, where the branding was, like
Mhm.
when she was casted away from her tribe. Just like, Cikka, it's time to come back. Come on, girl. Your tribe, it's waiting for you.
Okay.
And I cast lay on hands on Cikka. It's like a very, very similar sensation for her because I'm always like
Yeah, no,
healing
exactly.
everyone.
How much health do you give her? And this is like, we're gonna say that yours is like the last thing as the spell takes effect.
So I'll give her all the 5 hit points
That I have left.
Yeah, that's all I have left.
And I will do the same. I'll use my last second spell.
hold that.
Yeah, hold to it.
Hold that.
Hold on to it. You're
So-
already doing a lot with these fingers.
Cikka, you're still on the
come
rock.
back, or
You
what?
can come back. Cikka, you're still on the rock looking at your reflection. But suddenly, you see in the reflection as well, looking back at you, your friends, Rita, Ellie, and Fernando, smiling at you.
Hey, it's
And you smell in the air, you smell the scent of Ellie. And you feel in your chest a warmth that is familiar of Fernando. You
smell
then
finger
also
snacks.
smell the smell coming from the water this time. You smell finger snacks and you hear the sound of eerie bone flute.
Oh, I jumped through straight away.
You just jump straight into the water. And as you wake and as you hit the water, it's like that, like sensation of like. And Cikka, you wake up as well. You
Do I see the
have
finger
4
snaps?
levels. They're right next to you, and you can
I'm going to make an attack at disadvantage of the finger snaps.
make attack this bunch of finger snaps.
Oh, that was a 2.
So you just like trying to like get the finger snaps.
Are you back?
She was actually
back?
like, she just woke up in her tongue.
She's like a dog on the floor. Exactly. That's how she is on the floor. But she's moving. So she's you're incredible pain. Your bones are broken. Your jaw is shattered. In fact, your jaw is when you're trying to eat. It's just like. So now do you give the cure wounds?
Yes.
Okay, that's better. Roll your 2d8. And no, 1. No, I think you only.
No,
you get
I have
two.
2. I have 2
Yeah.
second level.
And in fact, Wilson is going to also.
Ooh, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so you get 10 from Rita, and Wilson will give you 15.
Oh, my bones.
Your bones start to heal and they set. I mean, obviously, Wilson helps you by like setting them in place and then healing at the right time. But yes, you guys feel terrible.
I nuke.
Sleep.
And
Go
resort.
sleep.
Hey.
Go sleep.
I'm just like tapping her chest. Just like,
Go to sleep. And I put Fernando and
We
Cikka
lost.
near each other, and I put a blanket over them, and I tuck them in, and I put a pillow under their heads.
can we just go back home?
You need to sleep first. You need to rest.
What do you suggest,
You guys-
Father, that we go now?
What I
we
would
rest?
suggest is Father Albano leaves before us, and then we come at a later
Well,
stage.
my child, it is not that simple. If your friends leave in the state that they are,
It will be too
they
obvious,
will be seen.
right?
It might be too obvious.
Exactly.
It will be hard to
So they
tell.
need to rest. They need to get better first. And Father
But
Albano
the
needs.
problem is my men will not wait outside for long. They know how long it takes me to cleanse the place. Eventually they will become suspicious. Lord Theodore, is there something you could do?
What if I do something? Maybe I can speak to my God and maybe
Can I say
find
something? Very.
In fact, can I go outside? Because now I can go outside and go to the grass, right?
At this point, you
So I go
usually just
outside.
like leave, and you see the paladins like,
I go outside and I go towards the forest.
they just look at you, suspicious.
Can I try and like persuade? Like, can you come with me to guard me? I'm going to do a very important thing to thank my God for allowing me to survive because I almost died and like the standard was horrible. You will do me a great favor if you come with me for 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, maybe 15.
We are to guard the entrance of the tomb.
15 minutes.
They just like shake their heads.
And I do this. Can I do like a little party trick with a flower? I do this.
Just like you make a flower. It's like hey, give them a flower, make a little flower.
I will buy you fire wine as a thank you.
We have been ordered to wait here.
Fine. And I just walk up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go like a little bit close to the trees. Like, is there a forest?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to go towards the forest because the cycle of the moon, like wild, right? So I need to pick.
Yeah, you go.
And I'm gonna
Towards
go. I'm gonna
the
touch
woods,
the. I'm gonna touch the floor.
Mhm.
Like, I'm gonna speak to my God.
You're gonna pray, basically.
I'm gonna pray, and I'm gonna say, I would like to surrender my monk powers and fully commit to the druid's way of
Make
life.
a wisdom check.
See?
16. At this point, you do feel more connected to the earth, and you feel as though, you know, your God is hearing. With a 16, it's okay. I mean, it's not great, it's not bad. You feel as though it's possible. You get an affirming feeling from the earth and the air around you. But to just come out of that place and ask, so, you know,
No, I'm not-
nonchalantly, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna cut it. And B, you feel as well a hesitancy now. Whereas before, it might not have been. But now that you've willingly offered yourself to an infernal party, or you are about to, maybe now your god is a little bit more hesitant to offer you.
So and I know that.
You get this effect. You get this feeling.
And I
You
do
get
this,
this
and I open my eyes. I say, I understand. I would do the same if I were in your position. But I will prove myself again. And I get up, and I go back, like I stumble over towards the guard.
No. So you moved a little bit away. Make a perception check as you were in the tree.
A bit better.
14. You notice in the trees around you, about 15 feet up and 10 feet to your left as you turn, you hear a creak in a branch that sounded like it was from something larger than a squirrel or maybe a monkey or something. And instinctually you look up, and in almost perfect camouflage, in very familiar robes, you see someone dressed in what looks like mission robes from your monastery. I need you to roll initiative.
It's just one person.
No, you don't know. I mean, you don't know. Just you see this one thing.
8.
8. So, actually, you know what? With that, as we start initiative, I'm going to say we're going to go to break. Thank you so much. We'll be back soon.
We go.
And we're back. So, guys, the party's alive. Everyone's back.
But Rita has gotten herself into a pickle.
Rita is
In a pickle.
So, what was your initiative? I think you said 8.
8.
8, or 9, something
No,
like
8,
that.
8.
So, all right. The one you make eye contact with and who knows you've made, kind of his eyes widen, and suddenly you see him pull out a little blowpipe and
Deflect missile.
What's your AC though?
14.
Okay. How does deflect missile again? I think you have to roll an attack. So you roll a d10 plus level of monk, right? And that is like reduced from the damage. So roll the d10 plus your level.
D10?
Yeah.
Or D20?
No, d10.
2.
Plus your level is 5.
Now,
Yeah, plus 3.
3,
3 levels
Plus your
in
level,
monk.
So 5. You deflect the missile.
Plus her dex as well.
Oh, plus her dex as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay,
my dex is plus 5 or plus 6.
that's
No.
perfect. No, it's plus 3.
Plus 6. No, plus 6. If it's a saving throw.
No, it's not the same.
No, so plus 3.
Exactly, plus 3. So that's enough because he would have done 1 damage to you if it was only 5. But with 8, you grab the missile, you manage to avoid the needle, and you strike. Oh, you grab it. You throw it right back. Make an attack roll. You are proficient in these. These are darts. That are
So I
you
can roll
have
at advantage?
with proficiency.
With
20.
Okay, roll a d4
D4.
and add your dex to it.
6.
Is he trying to deflect it?
He tries to deflect it back. That's exactly what I'm rolling. He
It's
as
a
well.
deflect
Fuck!
battle.
He grabs it,
Like,
and at that point, that's his 10. He's gonna throw it.
I'm gonna turn into a.
But then he misses because the confusion. He misses.
He's like.
From
Can I turn into a bear?
no, because from behind you you see right by you a dart, but then another one you feel into your back. You take 6 points of piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw. You have advantage on this, I think. No. Never mind. You don't. Sorry.
Does it count?
Just
No,
roll.
no,
I'm gonna do it here because it's
Yeah,
really
it's much more
small.
space.
Cons.
8.
8.
But if it's poison, I'm
Resistant?
resistant to poison.
Okay, then
Okay, so
No, I
plus-
didn't do anything.
No.
It's just you take
roll it
off.
again.
I rolled
Roll
again.
again.
Yeah, roll, if you have advantage, roll it again.
9.
9.
Okay, so you still fail. Now,
Oh,
You still take that.
what's your hit points maximum total now minus the 6?
so 20. No,
What's your total?
I'm
Total is
45, but then my
45 minus 6, so it's 39.
no, but then I
But she
lost
took
1
one
damage
damage,
from
that-
Earlier. Oh, so 38. Okay. You feel as though your eyes start to get heavy and you're starting to get drowsy, but you kind of shake it off. It is your turn now. And now you know that looking around, there are 3 people in the trees, all in rows that you're familiar with. It's your turn. What do you do?
I'm going to step off the wind and dash like towards back to where we. How far? How out here before we.
Only about from the mouth of the entrance to the tomb. Only about 100 feet away.
100 feet.
In
Okay.
theory, you could dash. You
Yes,
could get
I'm
to
gonna.
the
I'm gonna do.
mouth of the.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna scream when I get close to the guards. We're under attack!
Okay. Make a just roll a d20.
Nice.
Was that
17?
17?
Okay. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
That's
Last.
Say 17.
Okay.
I have no.
A couple of them come out and look at you as you run just next to the door. They look behind and they see nothing. What are you talking about? Where? They draw their weapons.
Do I still have the thing attached to me? And I pull it out. I'm like, look, They threw a dart at me and they tried to get me to.
No, I mean, remember you caught.
No,
the
the
one
one
that
on the back, yeah.
That one, it fell out. It as you were running. I mean, you didn't like keep it in you. It fell, but you do have a little like, drop where blood is coming out from, a little spot. And you had a high persuasion, but they're not seeing anything. Neither are you as you look back. Where are they? And they look.
Further in! And can I run and show them like where it was?
I mean, they won't just if you run straight back, you can. But I mean, they will slowly follow two of them because there are 6 guards, so 2 of them will slowly make their way.
So I'm gonna run there, and I would like to roll a perception check
Okay.
to see if I can see any rustling in the book. Because I imagine, like, as monks, they're like, you know, very dexterous. So,
So what is it?
can someone give me?
No. What is it? You're on your own, not even around your party, so there's no way
They can inspire
they can
you.
inspire you. Precisely. What is it?
6.
6. You look around. They're not here anymore. Clearly. So as you
Can
ran
I
away,
investigate tracks?
you may.
There's 20.
30-20. Obviously, there are no tracks on the ground. They were in the trees. They were moving as much as they can. Eventually, you find where they landed, where they came down and start running. But these guys, much like you, almost, they're trained. If they started running straight away, they're ahead. These paladins, lungering behind, are just kind of like, whoop, whoop, whoop. They're not even running. They're just like walking in a defensive position.
They're like kicking the leaves, like looking at the flower.
No. They're serious about it, but they're not anywhere next to as fast as you. Like these guys are big armored knights. They're coming in at like 30 foot around. They're not sprinting in. They're keeping their energy.
So I don't see like what.
Your perception check wasn't good enough to like hear. Maybe you're following the tracks, but you're doing it slowly. You're having to look. You said, okay. So what you did was you climbed the tree, and from the tree you saw, look, that branch is snapped. You jumped to that tree. You followed along and you kept looking, but it's a slow process. It's not you hear them running and you follow them. It's different. It takes time. It seemed to have been an ambush. They like waited to get you alone, and you don't know anything though. You don't know how long they have been there. They don't know how long they've been observing you. No idea.
I go towards the guards again.
At this point, they're with you, like in the area that you're in.
And they're gone. I say they're gone now. I have no idea, but I honestly think I was just trying to be ambushed. I don't know why.
Yeah, speaking of ambushes, yeah, we're not coming into the trees if you don't mind.
No. I'm coming with you guys as well, so we can go back together.
All right.
And I'll go back with you.
They kind of back away from the
And
tree line.
and while we're
their
walking
shields
back,
up.
and I look at them and smile and them and do like the flower strip, like.
Yeah, very good. They're not looking at you now. They're looking at the tree line. Just kind of weird.
But we're walking back, like.
Yeah, but they can walk backwards. They're walking kind of backwards, slowly, keeping an eye out with their shields drawn. You just said we're under attack. Hey, these guys are trained knights. You think they're going to just be like, hey, magic tricks? No. They're like
Okay, so I go
trying to
inside,
observe the scene.
and the first thing I'm gonna do is tell Lord Theodore what happened and tell Wilson. So he's like,
As you start making your way down, the 2 paladins start like accompanying you. You just start walking down. Like,
no. I'm not gonna.
And you kind of stop there and you're like, And now they're like,
I'm like, sorry, I have to go to the bathroom.
probably best to go outside.
Yes, I am a lady after all. Even though I don't look like it. What, are you judging me?
Wait,
Are you being
Matt,
racist?
it is not a good idea to go outside. You just said you were ambushed in the trees.
I know, but like, I really have to pee.
We'll accompany you, and they kind of start like accompanying you. They don't take you to. They're like, just go there, and like and they stand like on either side of you, keeping watch. Like
I'm going to
like you're behind like.
I'm
a
going
rocky
to
area.
I'm going to lay down, and I'm gonna like gather the moisture with my elemental attunements and fake peeing because I don't have to do it.
Sure.
So I'm gonna
you
make the
a
sound.
You make a sound of like wet hitting the
Exactly.
grass. Sure, fair enough.
Big brain.
Okay, make a deception check with advantage because like they're not gonna stay looking at you.
Take a squirting zone.
Both 13s. It's
Okay, flat 13 I think, unless you have deception.
Deception, I'm 0. just
Yeah,
like
so
that.
you do a good enough job to make it
Believe
acceptable. They don't stand right next to you, they can't tell, it's just like they stand like 30 feet either side, just making sure no one's around. But, okay, you manage. Do you wait after you're done? Because like, maybe it's going to be accompanying you.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to walk towards okay, so let's say this is the entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to where did I go to pee, let's say?
That way.
This way? This way?
Yeah.
So I want to come till about here and then like come on my knees and like do like start kind of doing my ritual with the what's it called?
Okay,
like that.
okay, sure.
But I want to do it really slowly. Like incredibly slowly, like like this and like
Painfully slow.
One of the guards says, "Please stop. I'll have to ask Father Albano if you can perform such a ritual on holy ground."
I'm not doing the ritual.
He rolled an natural 20. That you started doing it slowly. There is some level of ritual nature to it. You literally just said you're going to do your ritual. He knows what you're doing, even though you're not actually doing it. If you know what I mean. In his mind, he thinks you're doing a ritual. You're just kind of passing it off as, I don't need to go downstairs now. I'm doing a ritual. But in his head, he's like, this woman is doing a ritual on our holy ground again. No. He said, I'm gonna have to ask Father Albano if it's okay.
Okay, then I won't do it. It's okay. It's just a way of me showing my love towards nature and connecting myself with it. It's not a spell or anything.
I can neither confirm nor deny that, man.
No, I'm not gonna fight with you on this because I had no idea. This place is very different to my hometown. Like this is like
I'm sure. They walk inside at this point.
They keep walking inside.
No, as into the outside. Sorry.
What's the weather
In the
like?
front room. It's quite nice weather.
Okay.
Blue sky.
So I'm just gonna like stay on the ground, like looking at the grass, like making little flowers pop up and stuff like that.
They'll keep an eye on you from like
a little
the
girl. I
doorway.
like a 12-year-old girl,
But
like I'll make a
they
flower
won't
crown.
interact with you.
I'll make a flower crown for all of them, and I'll go put it on their head
Okay.
inside that. So like they don't. I want
It
to
takes
try
time though. I mean, so you
I
start
know,
making
but
flowers.
the one like the more time it takes, the better. And secondly, like I want to try and keep them from going
I get
inside.
you. I get you. So the rest of you are downstairs. What are you doing? I mean, obviously, you two are incredibly exhausted.
I'm probably like trying to fall asleep because they told us that we cannot leave.
Yes, but
I have an idea. Very strange
Like-
idea.
Can you sneak me out of here?
Listen. I was thinking of this. Since we are inside this tomb, and there are sarcophagus, let's say, that we can put you in, so the soldiers can come in and see a lot of bodies. They don't know that you were here, that you died. They're not gonna inspect the place. So you rest for a bit there, wait for them to leave, and then you escape sound and peacefully, and everyone's happy.
I actually like that plan. It's quite smart.
I have an idea. I can cast disguise self on myself to not look like I'm dying.
that would actually work.
Yeah, I cannot do any
Like
of that.
happy eyes and a happy smile on
I
my face.
also have like a disguise kit.
No, but
and I
it's
have-
not the same.
We have to look
You're
at Fernando. It's clear that he died.
We can
It's
wait.
covered in blood. I mean, his arm is all bloody. Everything is just like
I mean, I'm not
It
even
looks-
wearing my armor.
exactly. But like you can see the blood that's obviously
Yeah.
come through the
Like dry
path,
out.
like it's all dry. I mean, he looks like super gaunt. His eyes are sunken. Like,
Can I start
Oh.
licking the blood?
If
like
I
making
if I play that, will they finish me off?
Why would they finish you off?
I don't
Everyone's
know.
there.
I don't know how these things work.
Certainly not. No, but
Can I?
if they thought you were dead and then
Can I
you came
cast?
back to life,
can
it
I-
would be a problem.
Can I cast to?
You are outside.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
should.
you're hanging out.
So,
So-
I don't mind hiding. The thing is that
You can get your little pillow.
what if they don't leave?
What do you think, Father
Because,
Albano, if
like,
we hide them?
The
Well,
whole-
well, to be honest, we will need to start clearing the bodies out of here. We will get more people here. Perhaps what may be best is if you somehow were to sneak yourself and Cikka. Cikka, you might be able to pass off with your disguise, but maybe you can sneak out. While I will tell them we will need to clear the bodies, and we'll start by preparing Saraga's body, his chamber. We will start at the back.
Look, I have a double idea. What if I disguise? Well, no, I can't disguise self him, right?
No, disguise self.
No, it's
Self.
Yeah.
no.
Range of self.
Do you want to be piled up with some dead bodies and pretend you're dead as we take you out?
Cool.
What if I
You're
wrote?
dead.
What if I use my last second level spell
What
slot?
if we just put you in a sarcophagus in here for now until they pass, and then
We just leave.
Wait,
Exactly.
what if
Yeah.
I use my last second level spell slot to cast rope trick, and we go up the rope right when these guys come down?
I cannot go up a rope when I feel like this. I
That's
would
right.
rather
what
just...
if you cast the rope trick inside the sarcophagus and you just crawl in? Right?
Oh, that's even.
But the idea is basically
Racier.
the second they come down, we rope trick down and we leave.
Exactly.
It's the same concept.
Instead of climbing, you just simply climb out of the sarcophagus.
Yes,
Which
Sure,
even
yeah.
if they check, it will not
Yeah,
appear as...
let's do it. Let's do that.
No.
Do it.
Snake, into the rope. Snake, into the rope.
Well, perhaps it should just be Fernando.
Well, we leave.
Well, and you should probably.
Yeah, of
That's all
course.
of them,
Everyone
that's all
else,
of them.
like they don't
Anyone
know
else
how
wants
many
to come?
people was here.
I'm alive, so it's okay if they see me. So.
My place is comfortable.
I mean, we all are
Yes,
alive.
I'll just like
Father Albano, please,
Commando
if you
info.
could inform your knights to help start clearing back.
Of course, Lord Theodore, I will do something else. Wilson, could you take like no, yeah. You see, Wilson cast a spell on Father Albano. Thank you. Wow. Okay, let's do this. He walks upstairs.
The first thing Father Albano sees is all his guards with flower crown.
Yes.
And the
Okay.
chains of the flower.
Come downstairs. We must begin clearing the tomb. It will be a process, my boys. We will start at the back and we will re-prepare Sir Arguile's corpse. They will agree and they bow and they make their way down. You see them all pass and they just give all of you an eye. One of them is looking around and he clocks that the three of you are here, but he clocks that Fernando isn't, but doesn't say anything about it. Father Albano leads them to the back. He thanks you all and says, please, my children, you may make your way back to town. You have done enough. You have done a great service for me. I thank you.
Thank you, Father. Thank you for everything.
Come. And he leads the paladins away. At that point, Lord Theodore,
Yes, well, we should start making our way. So Wilson, will you stay here for a while and clear some more traps?
oh, well, to be honest, I'm out of spells for the day. Perhaps I should rest.
Yes, even better. Well, you will come with us and best.
As they're leaving. Now,
Fernando, come on.
You're not wearing your armor, so you
no,
have
I'm not wearing it.
yeah, just but at this point, yes.
I mean, everything is disadvantage.
You guys have half movement speed as well, so it's a little bit harder for you to walk. You're climbing up the stairs, like really.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get you out of here as quickly as possible.
At this point, the salmon tail is like, yeah, and just jumps out of the shadows and like latches onto your leg. Yes, you're alive.
Yes, of course. Yeah, sure. Salmon Tail, I'm gonna start showing you a couple of tricks. So
Do you want me
stick
to
with
kick
me.
you again?
Stick around.
So you make your way out of the tomb, and it's again late in the night, almost early morning. So it's like maybe 5 a.m. The sun, you can just about see that on the horizon
break
is
of
starting to get bright. So you're out and you're back out of the tomb. You breathe fresh air again for the first time. Your lungs open up a bit, and you just wow.
That's
You've never felt happier to be under
Outside.
the sky. before again.
Yeah, this feels amazing. Oh my god, that place.
The sun in my skin. I wish I could marry it.
Soon. Still a little bit cold. The air is still a bit crisp. Fernando, as you look up to the sky, it's blue. But something just shivers down your
Yeah,
spine.
just like
Because you see, like, in the distance, little stars. And it kind of scares you.
freaks me out for a little bit. Yeah, I have a lot to tell you guys.
Oh, do you?
Guys, I should probably mention when I came out here to speak to my deity, I was ambushed by 3 monks.
What?
What? What are
Yeah, look.
I was going to ask you why you left.
I showed them the wounds.
My dear, why didn't you say something sooner?
Because I was trying to distract the qu'est-ce que c'est, guards from coming down too early, so Father Albano could cleanse the center.
Ah, yes. Good idea, Rita.
You know, I am not always stupid.
Well done.
Well,
You call yourself stupid. That's amazing.
Well, you guys call me a harlot too.
Rita,
very
Rita,
different.
perhaps if you were to... you still have your cart here. We should probably load Fernando and Cikka into the back of the cart, cover them up.
Yes.
And we
Shall I do
Slowly.
Frosty?
Good.
Perhaps for the
Yeah,
best.
because
The horse, yeah.
Iki is not around. Not until I rest.
Okay.
Need to call him back.
can... Your glasses fall off.
Yeah.
I turn into a magnificent black stallion,
Okay, and you start pulling along this
a
little
war
wagon.
horse.
So the stallion like
cart.
has a nail.
Yeah, you're basing this off
No,
the
I'm
off,
feeling
off
it.
the stallion that you guys found
No,
from.
no, but I'm a female.
Yeah, man.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but you're basing the build and everything
Yeah, on
On a
the,
set.
the horse that you had found
Man,
for the dwarf
magnificent horse. Yeah.
ages ago.
Exactly.
Tornado.
So, takes you a couple of hours on foot to get back.
On foot.
As in on foot, yeah.
Yeah,
You're just kept dragging the two. Like,
Because I'm a
everyone
horse.
is
I'm
like-
the one who's walking.
Yeah, everyone's walking, even if
It's
you're
just
around.
us
It's just
that
your little
are-
cart. You're carrying 2 bodies and hiding them, and that's it. As you get back to the town, it is very early morning. It's sunrise now. It's past sunrise. Actually, now you're feeling the sun on you. The warmth coming through the top. You get to the gates, and there is guards there looking through things. However, Lord Theodore makes his way first, tells them this is official business, and makes his way back in with you. Another few minutes go by. You get in from the western gate. So now you're passing actually the lanes with all the shops and everything. At that point, Old Man Jenkins, you hear the voice, that familiar voice.
Ah, you're finally back, eh?
Gravel spits on the floor.
Oh man, Jenkins, I just go.
Am I
straight
hiding
into
in the
him.
Yeah, you're in the car.
And
So where's Fernando and
Going to shake his
that
hand.
lizard girl? Oh, hey.
Oh, they had to go and take care of some business in the forest before they came back. They'll be back soon. Very. Is that a fly in my throat? Jeez. They're gonna be back really soon.
I'm gonna tell.
They died.
What?
No!
I'm sorry, okay, I will not. So yes, we have to go, sir. It's an emergency, so... but thank you very much
We're
for
going to
everything.
rendezvous at Lord Theodore's house, and Fernando's gonna meet us there.
All right. Well, yeah. Get.
He just
Thank
smacks
you.
you.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Smacks me!
No, smacks him. Hey, the little one.
I go up to him, I'm like,
Don't scare me. Oh, I'm old.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Get out of the
Bye.
And you see him looking into the cart. You see him actually like pull up the top and his eyes widen a bit and he starts just like wiping his brow, looking away. But yes, after some time, another 45 minutes, you get back to the mansion.
And now we are attacked by the owlbear cops.
Actually, no, you find that finally they have been put into proper cages that are sturdy and don't get eaten through quickly.
are they trained?
No, far from it.
It has been literally like maybe 2 days,
2 days,
or a day and a
tops, like
half
that.
since we left.
How big are they?
Same size you left them.
It's been a day.
Like a medium dog.
What do you want to do with them? Come on, please start.
I want to free them.
Well,
Oh Lord.
make yourselves at home once again, please. Obviously, Lude will see to breakfast for all of you soon, unless you'd like to sleep. But,
Lord, can you take me up the stairs?
You didn't shout it loud enough,
I
Fernando. You don't
cannot.
think you
I
can.
cannot. This is the
At that
loudest.
point, you hear Lord Theodore, Lude! Like really loudly. Actually, yeah, it's like, oh.
yes, oh, my goodness.
Lord,
Where's for where?
be a lamb and take me upstairs, please.
Oh, yeah, you are, yeah. Oh,
You're
lamb.
the you're the
Lamb, I think I'll cook some lamb. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we'll have for dinner tonight. Good idea.
Good
Come on.
idea to you.
Come on. And at that point, the gardener comes in. Oh, hey. Do you want some help?
Take her
She-
to. I
Yeah,
just
okay.
like us.
Because he's the gardener, he's gonna take her out into the garden.
Exactly.
Into
Yes,
the,
yes,
into
yes,
the
yes.
cellar. Yeah.
The swamp cellar.
Fill up into a ball.
And he's like, oh, do you want anything, Chica? He kind of keeps looking back. He's like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. He just walks away. He brings a water skin. He brings you some water. You find it's like really it's like painful. Swallowing hurts. It's just like everything is just oh my gosh, pain. But you guys, after that horrible ordeal, are now safe. What would you like to do? The time is now yours.
Sleep.
Just sleep
Yeah,
forever.
I mean, like before I fall asleep, I just take a second to give a prayer. I just think and like that Fernando does a lot of inward praying. It's like he doesn't speak out loud, but it's just like, hey Hassas, it's your boy. I almost got done there. But hey, I don't know if it was you, but thank you for having my back and showing me these weird things that I hope to understand at some point. But thank you for letting me come back.
At that point, you feel like something hit your chest, and you feel like
He's
nuzzled
hugging
by-
you.
by Harvey. Henry
It's
Harvey.
like
Harvey Henry.
Harvey Henry III. So Harvey, oh my God, you're safe.
Harvey Henry the First.
I was so. Where did you? Show me a picture of where you went.
Like, so he was with Lord Theodore. You left him with Lord Theodore, and they were doing tests. But then when Lord Theodore heard that also everything was happening, they came straight there, and Harvey went with him. So he just like picture of Lord Theodore's basement, Lord Theodore's mansion, on the road, outside of town. You just like get like still.
Your dead body.
And then like your dead body. And
It's like, oh, that's scary. I saw that. Harvey, have you ever heard about black tendrils surrounding the world?
Question mark.
I thought so. I had this vision. Really strange. But I think it meant a lot because it was not just a dream or, I think it was like, how do you call it? An extracorporeal experience. Yeah, maybe. I agree. Hassas, you're so smart. For being a hunk of... What are you exactly? Metal? Thought so. Let's
Like-
take a nap.
Bob's up and down.
Yeah, it's like, wanna take a nap?
He just like hovers over the bed.
Yeah. It's like, come on.
Rest on
Please,
his neck.
I just like, please keep watch.
And you see like she's just hovering right above you as you sleep. I think.
It's okay.
You hear him like hover a little bit up so that just in case you like wake up, you don't smack your head
Exactly.
over him.
Before I doze off,
Salmon Tail is also
I tell him like, tomorrow we start your training.
me.
Yes. You're gonna be another paladin of the Order of Hassas.
Yes. Yes.
You're gonna
And we
save
will open the door.
You're gonna save the key, and we're gonna open that door
Yes.
at some point.
And you hear him like,
But
and
tomorrow.
start praying.
Tomorrow we need to. I need to sleep a little bit. Now, before I go to sleep, I want to do a quick scan of the room to see if any of Nick's belongings are still there because we share that room.
No, most of his stuff is gone.
Gone.
Yeah. Anything that he left with you specifically is
Only the orb.
yeah, the orb and the sending stones and stuff.
Yeah.
But everything that's his is alchemy stuff. And
He took.
he left a little bit of paper and like a quill and inkwell.
Okay. Anything written?
No.
It's
I
just
had already
blank
given you
paper.
a letter.
Blank paper. Okay. So, yeah, this is. I'm really alive. And I just like go back to sleep.
So as you fall asleep, you hear the of Harvey hovering
Harvey
around.
Henry.
Harvey Henry. And you hear, as you're drifting off into sleep, you hear what you're sure is Salmon Tail's mumbling. And it's just like, and it's like saying the word hasas, and it just sounds like it doesn't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
But as you're sleeping, it's like it continues and it's like it's whispering into your mind. And it starts becoming a little bit more scary as you drift off into night and sleep. But nothing happens. You don't like make a wisdom save or anything. It just seems a little bit strange.
It's eerie.
It's eerie. Aha, that sounds eerie. Something about that sounds eerie. To you, eh?
Yeah. Okay.
You guys are asleep. Now, Rita and Ellie, you guys are awake. It's the day. It's like 8 in the morning. You have a full day ahead of you. Whatever you'd like to do, you're in Theodore's mansion.
I'm going to go into the garden.
Okay.
I'm going to do my ritual. I'm going to really, really focus into it and try and to really connect to nature. And as part of my ritual, I would like to go around to all the living creatures in the garden and ensure that they have electricity, food, water.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Seven.
Okay. You don't think you can actually find every living creature in the garden because, as you
What if I
determine,
go?
listen to me.
Sorry.
As you determine, like eventually you start like finding one after the other. Say, wow, there's like too many things. It's too many. I can't stay finding and making sure each and every one is individually taken care of. But what you do is you go speak to the god and you get his permission to make a little area in the garden, which is just like with water in different areas and locations, with shade, without shade, a bigger bowl for larger creatures, tiny little bowls for littler creatures, hidden away in places where they wouldn't be actively eaten by anything else that was eaten or drink. And you make a little area of the garden with your druid ground. It takes you like most of the day, but you will over time make this little grotto. Maybe you put rocks up and you make a little cave and something cool. Where in Malta you'd find like a little statue of the Madonna, but you'd find like plants that grow quickly so that little insects could eat them and just like fly away, and by the next day they already have new growth to eat. So you make something. Now make a wisdom check just to see how good you do it. You get advantage on this because the
Thank
gardener will
you.
Change dice.
The gardener is going to help you. So, you know, as you go to do something that he thinks would be like, sweetheart, no, do it this way. So you're at advantage.
Can I say that?
You can keep it. What is it?
It's a tree. No.
Oh, you want to?
Can I say
Of
that
course,
because it did
of course.
fall
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of my
okay.
hand?
Okay, sure. You can
Same
reroll
one,
that.
honestly.
Do it. Do it.
Go away, wait.
Okay, miss.
It's a 9. What was it? The wisdom?
Yeah.
10.
10. I'm mean, you're not a craftsman or anything. The intention was pure, and you did an okay job. It's not like it's like collapsing or it's not a failure. It just you could have done a better job, but you think for a first try.
It's like another.
You think it's good. Obviously, you've gone through a traumatic experience in the last day, so your brain isn't really all together there.
But I really want to like prove.
You start like
I really
drifting
want
off.
to prove to my god like.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you want. What happens is not.
That's my intention.
Amazing.
Yeah,
That's a
doesn't
lesson
matter.
for life.
Every time you think about it, you think about that dark place, and you start to drift off, and you go kind of into that depression, into like, oh my gosh, my friends almost died. You know, it wasn't enough. I wasn't enough to help them. I felt like you felt like you were caught between two wells, doing like not able to reach your full potential because you had like one foot in either door, and that came through. It came through your actions, through how it turned out. But the intention was good. The intention was good, and it is functional. Not as pretty as you wanted it to be in your head, but it works.
Be the first time.
You know what I would like to do? Now that I have like the basic kind of idea and structure in my brain, I'm going to go towards my room, and I'm going to get a piece of paper and pencil, and I'm going to draw out improvements and things. And
A plan. Okay, that's a good idea. Make an intelligence check there.
That's crossed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me roll
it
this.
is.
What did you roll? 3. Maybe it's like that dice. Just likes the number 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I know I'm
like
a tiefling.
like
my
a
gosh.
child. It's something that like a 3-year-old would draw for their parents to put on the fridge. That's what you manage. But again, the intention is good. Execution, not so much. But like the idea that you put in there is good. But you're not an artist, not something. You're like, man, that doesn't look very good. But the idea, like putting the flowers
in your
and
brain
whatever,
looks so
in your
much
brain
better.
it looks so much nicer. But you get it.
It's like
At least
when I
you've
draw.
started thinking about it.
Keep the feng shui down,
Yeah, it's gonna take you more than like one drawing to get it.
Okay. In the meantime, can I just like make like flowers? and
That
find
no. In
some
the
of
meantime, this is what you're doing. And that's your whole day done.
Okay, alright.
You spent your entire day trying to do this, and first you tried to count all the animals, and it took time. Then you decided to make this, So it took you a whole day. Ellie, is there anything you would have liked to do?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Lord Theodore, by any chance, he had any kind of clothes or anything that he could either sell me or lend me or just give me because mine is completely, like cardboard, like destroyed basically. And then basically go and take a long, thoughtful shower.
He says, well, go have a shower. Yes, I will call my tailor, and he will be right over to take your measurements, and we'll have some clothes made for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, of course, for now,
Looks around.
I have
perhaps, Wilson, do you have a spare top? Simple pant.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
It's okay. It's okay.
He is the closest height and size to you. So yeah, you get some plain clothes, cotton, just pretty nice. They're not bad. I mean,
They're like a boys.
boys. But it's more like boys, like pants and top.
Yeah.
Just a t-shirt and pants. It's not like
I don't know why you're not coming to us. Like, if I have
your clothes are like big and compared to.
You're a woman.
There are still things you could do. I
no, but
suppose, to make
I
them
wear
small.
crop tops and
But
You're a woman.
And you're outside
higher.
doing all the.
and yeah, you're spending your
You're
entire
not
day
here,
as well
so-
working things. You can't be in all the places at once.
I know. I'm not saying that. Like, but
But
she could have.
Anyways, I would really like to meditate. After all this happened, I need to understand what was going on. I need to understand myself as well because I am all over the place. Let's say, Lord Theodore. But thank you for your help as always.
Of course. Please take all the time you need.
Thank you.
And yeah, Ellie just wants to really go and meditate and find herself and
yes, to go to your room.
all that's going on inside you. So
All right.
yeah.
As you're doing that, you're meditating. Now, elves don't sleep traditionally, but they can. If they really wanted to, they could drift off to sleep. you feel as though there's someone tapping at your brain, like wanting you to sleep, inviting you to sleep. But you have the choice.
Yeah, I'll go and sleep.
You will
It's
actually
like Anonymous
sleep.
invites you to the net.
As you do, you wake up in what looks like a study.
I mean, like, where am I?
You see
What is
a
this?
chair before you, and a table, and another chair with someone familiar sitting down. And it's the elf necromancer who you met not long ago. And he says, "Please, Eloin, sit down."
Excuse me, what do you call me?
Yes, your name, I believe. That was what was written on the report when your friends and yourself were almost arrested. Is that not the case?
Just silently go and sit, like extremely like internally aggressive, but I'm not showing it because I know who he is. But I just sit down. I don't know what's going on or where I am.
You're safe, Eloin. This is a dream. I merely wanted to talk.
Why is it so vivid, though?
Well, that's part of the spell. I can make it look like whatever I want. Was there anything you'd feel more comfortable with?
Just tell me what you want and why you're tapping into my brain that was horrible. It was
Well,
very...
I'm sorry, but it's not easy to contact our kind through their dreams when we don't tend to sleep. It does open us up to some dangers, but as I said, you are safe here.
So, Mr. What do I call you again?
Perhaps one day I will tell you. But for now,
No, man.
just know that I'm very impressed by you. I was surprised that you and your party managed to defeat Sir Arguile, even though I know he wasn't trying his hardest. The binding on him didn't quite take as well as I had hoped. I've never risen a death knight before. It was the crown, you see, and he taps on his head, and there, appearing, is the crown.
What is it that you want? Why raise the undead and now you have the crown? You're
Well, as I
possessed by
said,
it.
I wasn't lying. I was instructed by my master to lay a trap for the order to weaken them. But now I wonder if I need my master at all. This crown, you see, is very powerful. It's a relic from thousands of years ago. It was created by a very powerful necromancer. And it seems as though he's drifting off, and it's like, you know when you see someone having flashbacks and you can kind of tell that they're recalling something? Make an insight check.
I'm gonna grab that
No,
dice.
just-
They use the cursed dice.
Cursed
Yours should be somewhere there. Like the,
Yeah, I think it is
Boy.
that.
blue one, yeah.
It's not reaching.
Nice.
Oh, that's you.
Okay.
So, plus what do you say? There was
Insight.
Yeah, you're looking
That's
at
mine.
So 21.
21. Okay, very good. So it looks like he's recalling something, but there are certain micro expressions on his face, like wonder and amazement, that indicate to you that it's like the first time he's seeing them, if you know what I mean. So it's not like memories. It's like memories that might not be his own. He says, I was fascinated by you. Initially, you and your party, of course. I wondered why my masters had taken such an interest in you. But then I came to realize, through the power of this crown, that you are all touched by fate. It's a very rare condition in the world.
Touched by fate.
Yes. I wanted to see what would happen if any of you were to die. And as I suspected, as soon as you did die, that tether that cannot be discerned, even through magical means, seems to disappear. So, if you're not alive, you are no longer bound by fate. But as you are, something about you makes you special. I believe my masters want to know what that is. And now so do I. But you killed the Death Knight. Congratulations.
Don't congratulate me, you animal.
I'm not an animal.
Yes, you are.
You chose to stay there. You chose to help.
Chose
Why did you
to
interfere?
kill all of us. I'm not going to run away. It was even across my mind. I'm really different than you.
I don't know how different. You were exiled by your people, were you not?
I'm
So
not even
was
going to
I.
answer.
I know about you. You think I didn't do my due diligence on you? An elf? Been around for so many years and yet looks like a child? It's quite abnormal. I know that we age slowly, but you've been in the same form since you were just a little girl. It's a
Some
curious
people-
curse.
Curse, you say?
Say.
I don't know what it is, but it's very powerful, and it's also none of your business. So, please.
Kind of, again, he's looking at you, but it's like there's something like over his eyes that he's like reading or seeing for the first time, and it's like, it's this is weird. You can't quite get what it is. You imagine, because you got a very good insight check. It's like the crown is showing him things that's, information that he didn't have previously.
I'm going to ask him, are you still that you are still yourself?
Yes, certainly. Make an insight check.
Ooh, again, 21.
21. Okay. He thinks he's telling the truth, but there are like little expressions, and it's hard for you to tell because you don't know this guy very well. But from the first time you saw him to now, even in such a short amount of time, there seems to be a slight change in the demeanor of the person. So clearly, when he put on the crown, something is changing about him. You don't know what. It could just be that he's learning so much new information and he's like stunned by it, and he's just like, you don't know. That you can't insight. But you don't know if he's like, changing per se. You can't tell if it's like a physical thing or if it's just a mental, like, with all this flood of information. That would be a little bit more detailed.
So why have you summoned me specifically?
I have
me?
not summoned you. I simply want to talk. I've also seen that you have your friends back now.
Yes.
Congratulations.
If you say congratulations one more time, I'm gonna pinch myself and wake up.
I'm truly happy. I did not want you to die. If you did, we would not be able to find out about this condition. And perhaps by doing so, we will free you of
Not
your
your
curse.
experiment, okay?
I do not see you as such. Certainly not. But it would be interesting to find out. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course. But I've been alive long enough, I can wait a little bit more and find by myself and not deal with you. You and your stupid crown that is washing your brain.
It's showing me things I never knew. Things about this world, things about even my master. Arnhem was intelligent, cunning. He starts whispering to himself and he just starts like rambling. Make a perception check.
Come on.
So
Have
close to a 20.
One inspiration left, and I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Boom. Damn it.
The mumbling, he kind of whispers it, and it's hard to understand. You don't quite get what he said, but it does seem it's odd. It's odd behavior. You do think you're quite sure now that the crown is definitely affecting his personality, his demeanor, But again, you don't feel like as though like you're being threatened right now. It does seem like a pretty civil conversation. I merely wanted to let you know that I am interested, and I am not your enemy. You fascinate me, all of you. I'm very glad that you managed to bring your friends back. As I said, if they are dead, their tether is broken, and they are normal again. Uninteresting.
I don't know what it is that you want, but I don't trust you. I mean, look at what you did. And what you did to us as well. And raising the dead to kill us.
I did not raise them to kill you. I raised them to kill
reasons.
Knights of the Order.
You could have stabbed them as well. Am I wrong?
Over time, I could have, yes. But you should know that the undead are not easily controlled. A necromancer can summon them, or create them, and then, for the most part, unless he inflicts his will upon them, they will simply behave as they would in the Shadowfell. They will seek out life to drain it and empower themselves.
Ellie is gonna get a little bit cocky.
I have always been a proponent of using the undead to replace material workers. Why should we labor away, moving stones and grain, when the undead could do it? That was the only crime I am guilty of. And I was exiled for it.
People need to rest. You know that you bring their souls to bring their bodies back.
Well, not their entire soul, only a piece of it.
Still, fascinates me that you think like it's nothing and it's a lot. But it shows clearly that whatever this crown gave you now, you want to rule the world maybe or something like that. Are you extremely cliche like the rest of you?
No, I have no intention to rule. Just to learn.
But anyways, I don't want anything to do with you. Even if you say that you're friendly or something, raise me the Abyss.
Make another insight check. Just one more.
118.
18. Nat 20, baby. Just don't scream, because poor Luis when he's editing.
Good vibes, good vibes. I said good vibes, good vibes.
So, 16.
16. Okay. Again, you genuinely, what he's saying, he seems genuine. He doesn't seem to be lying to you. He seems to be above board. But there is this kind of weird manicness, obviously, to it all that you're very uncomfortable with. So,
You didn't pass the vibe check.
you're getting a bad vibe check. You didn't pass the vibe check. So at this point, if you'd like, you feel as though you could wake up. He's like, open the door. He says, you are free to go wherever you wish. But just know that I am not your enemy. Truth. And he just bows to you and bids you a good night.
I wake up.
You wake up.
Yeah.
And you just,
You're like, that bastard! Just like rub my eyes like that. That's why I never sleep. People invading my brain.
And Eleonora's literally rambling alone in her
Sector.
room.
We're in the same room, you
Oh,
know?
we're in the same room. She's
Uh-huh.
with me.
I'm there. I'm doing like the.
No, you spent the day doing things. This
No,
is
but then
happening
I came-
in tandem.
but then I
this
came
is
to my
happening
room.
in tandem. She's meditating during the day. You at this point in time would be in the garden.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So at that point, you guys do the things you wished for the day. Ellie, is there anything else you would have wanted to do besides after that? Because that would happen like halfway through your meditation.
Yeah, I could continue to meditate, so like fully recover, be absolutely ready for battle and everything like that. But honestly, how was it worth I don't know. Yeah, I'll continue just to meditate, wait for my clothes to be made. How long would that take?
That's fair. I mean, at that point, eventually, after you've had your shower, you've done some meditating, halfway through, actually, the tailor does arrive and they will take the measurements. They should be ready by tomorrow. So
Okay.
tomorrow morning you should have them.
So, yeah, I think that's it, honestly.
Okay, I'm guessing at that point then you have a night's rest once the
Yeah.
evening comes. You all wake up. You guys sleep the entire day and night
All day.
away, 100%. You wake up, you get one less level of exhaustion, so now you're at 3 levels of exhaustion. And everyone has leveled up.
Yay!
Level 7.
Let's go. Alright.
Heck yeah.
Must be AD 10 somewhere.
10.
So I think we'll call it there, but first we'll actually roll everyone's dice. So
Yes.
for Cikka, gets an additional
3.
3 plus her constitution.
3 plus 6, 6.
Okay. For Ellie, no, you get a D8.
Oh,
You
D8.
get D8
No,
for rolls.
84 hit points.
Oof. I allow rerolls of 1, so you can reroll the 1. 3. Yeah, so same, 3. You took so much damage, it was kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
A D8 for, well, I'm guessing you're gonna take Druid, I'm guessing.
Druid?
Okay, so D8.
3.
3 as wow. Fernando, you get a D10.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, can I have the one? Can I have
What?
one? 6.
Nice. Okay, so that was plus your con.
Yeah.
With that, I think we will close up. Thank you so much for watching. The party's back. Everyone's alive.
Yeah!
I'm at 70 hit points.
Nice. And we will see you next time. Thank you and good night.
Bye.
Adios.